Well, the good news by starting off is the Democrats still maintain their control of the U.S. Senate, and that was settled on Saturday when Senator Catherine Cortez Masto of Nevada had won re-election, but the U.S. House majority is still in question. But let's see where the things are standing, and why hasn't the Associated Press called control of the House yet? It's really simple. Neither party has yet reached the 218 seats needed to control to control the House. The Associated Press before has declared winners in most contests, but a handful are outstanding. Now, heading into Sunday, because this is already Sunday, Republicans have 211 seats compared to the 204 that are being held by the Democrats, leaving 20 seats undecided for the House. Now, the Associated Press does not make projections, and they will only declare a winner when it's determined that there is no scenario that would allow the trailing candidates to close that gap. In some contested races where a party or a candidate has a victory of consistent and convincing wins, the Associated Press can use results from the AP Votecast, a survey of American voters aimed at determining why and how they voted and why they did, to confirm a candidate's victory even as soon as the polls close. But in some races, as it is again this year, can take days or even weeks to call. Now, why are states still counting the votes? That's because, sorry about that. That's because California, the country's most populous state, because it's a big ass state though, and they have a lot more people there, has more undetermined contests than any other. A dozen races remain to be called there, with millions of votes left to count. There are also close races in Colorado and Oregon, among others, including some tight enough that they could be headed to a recount. Now, in Alaska, where the incumbent Democrat Mary Peltola had won a special election this summer to fill an open House seat held for decades by a Republican, a second round of vote tabulating could take place. That's because Alaska has ranked choice voting, in which voters rank the candidate. Now, if no one gets more than half of the votes that are casted on or before the November 8th, the person with the fewest votes gets eliminated, and the voters' choices count toward their second pick. Now, the rounds continue until candidates are left, so the rounds continue until two candidates are left, and the one with the most votes ends up winning. Now, Peltola was leading the Republicans, Sarah Palin and Nick Begich, in a race too early to be called. Now in 2020, former squatter Donald Trump challenged outcomes of the vote for the president or squatter in states across the country, and those challenges failed in courts, although Trump continued to insist falsely that the race was stolen, even though it wasn't. So far, nothing like those kinds of objections have even materialized. So basically, the Associated Press hasn't called the House for anybody yet, because there isn't enough votes on those yet, and neither one of them, and so neither the Democrats or the Republicans have even have enough people to get. They haven't basically got the majority of those seats yet, and there's 20 uncalled for. There's 20 still uncalled for, so we don't know who's going to have either one. I figured that the Democrats were going to maintain the Senate, but let's see about the House and see if they can get that, if at all. But if you like the video, you can give the video a like and subscribe to my channel, RAW King. You can also hit the notification bell so that you'll be notified when a new video comes out. If you want to support my work even further, you can donate to my Patreon link, which you can find in the About section of YouTube, and for just a little as a few bucks a month, your donation can help go a long way, and thanks for listening.